Okay, so the right hand one here, Bob, was your before. Okay, again, decentish setup. Okay, nothing really major wrong with the setup. Okay, grip press. We'll always say just to be loose as a reminder because you are a gripper of the club, like most people, to be fair. Yeah. But getting looser there. Okay, there's kind of your backswing there. So your shoulder turn is about 75, 80ish degrees. Okay, now then, this is a practice swing. Okay. That's a turn of the shoulders. Okay, your head's gone further, which is fine because you're trying to go as far as you can. We're trying to pull you around as much as possible. Okay, so you do that with your practice swing. Get it around there. Okay, so you're making more of a turn in your practice. This is where you're thinking about what you need to do. Then when we step to the golf ball, okay, we're just thinking about, again, loose grip. Okay, the turn's going to come in. We're getting more of a turn, it's not as much as the practice swing was, but it's like here was 70, there was say 90ish, and then the practice swing was kind of like the first one was way around maybe 110. But by doing more in the practice, and even again, let your head go, let your hips go, just get that feeling of what it is to that, get this basically this right shoulder out of the way. Now, if you look at that backswing position there on the left, there's no way that right shoulder can come back over the top because it's so far behind you. This would have to just completely stop, and then it just wouldn't feel natural to do that. But this one here now on the right, because you haven't gone back as far, it's already now it's coming back down. It's going to start going over the top. And if you do that, hitting a bit here, okay, and then your balance is a bit lost, and that was you can see yourself leaning forward on it because you've hit it from this right shoulder kind of coming over and down, and then it's like, whoop, and the weight is lost. Exactly. Then again, look at your finished position, very much kind of sort of leaning forward. We want that sensation when you're at the golf ball that you almost extend up through the shot. So the weight is staying in and around the compound of your feet, not kind of going, I must get my weight forward, because the bad ones you hit are where you step forward in that direction. You sort of shanked it or came over the top, whatever it may be, okay? So the sensation of from here, getting that big turn there now, as you turn there now, the right shoulder now doesn't reappear now until about here. The club's almost halfway down, coming to impact. There's your strike, and you can release everything through. Look how much more extended there you are, whereas that one there, I know your head's gone forward, but you were kind of leaning into it a little bit. People think that the weight shift needs to happen as they're hitting the golf ball and continue on through. Most tour pros, they've moved to the left side. As they hit the golf ball, they extend up through the shot. It's like throwing a ball. You throw a ball, you wouldn't go and keep going with it, would you? Exactly. You're moving this one, then you extend up to the shot. So this sort of phrase we hear, early extension, by definition, it means extension is a good thing, just not too early. Otherwise, it'd be called out extension is a bad thing. Well, no, it's early extension, where people sort of do it maybe this way in the downswing or whatever it may be. But going this way and keep kind of moving left just gets you so far ahead, and it puts more stress on your knees, Bob. I mean, you've got to think, a phrase I heard years ago that still sticks with me now is, imagine you're in a phone booth and you're swinging inside there, okay? Forget your arms on the club, but your body's going to stay within the confines of that there, I'm not going to be going here and so not moving this way, bumping into the side of that phone booth, So you're rotating around more so, and the more that right shoulder, as you say, gets out of the way, the less it's going to come back over the top. It's almost like, well, I don't want the shoulder to go forward, so let's just get this and get right round as far as you can, and the further round it gets.
Because what I was doing was I was getting that left one right, but I wasn't really thinking about pulling that back.
Which again creates a bit of a tension across your chest, because obviously if your left shoulder goes back in, the right shoulder stays there, you're now cramped up with your shoulders and your chest. Now you start to come down.
Makes a lot more sense.
Pull the right one back a little bit more. But again, the practice swings and the prep work is where your thinking happens. You over exaggerate there. When that ball gets there, you're just hitting the ball. Don't think about the movements in the golf swing, because you can't. All you'll do is you'll have 2 or 3 thoughts running through your head. They'll be there sort of ticking back and forth, doing this, and this, and the swing will look exactly the same. And when you see guys sort of filming their swing or checking their swing, or their mates are filming their swing, doing this, nothing's really changing, okay? Nothing's really actually making that much. To adjust a swing, the amount you need to adjust it, takes a lot of muscle memory change. So by just doing swings at the default speed, not going to change. You look at someone like Alex Noren, a really good example. Or even Jimenez's practice swings were awful, weren't they? He's sort of doing a figure eight, and you look at Noren's kind of like really kind of doing this sort of awful kind of dragging sensation, because it's relative to what he needs to fix. So his fault is one end of the spectrum. So there he practices the other end of the spectrum, yeah? If you're coming too far over the top, let's get too far behind you. If you're someone who comes too far inside, let's get too far outside, yeah? So you move it the other, like a Play-Doh. If you try and move a lump of Play-Doh and try and reshape, I just pull it a little bit, just reset back to its normal size, really yank it and move it. And dough for making bread, yeah? You can't just go, move it a little bit, it'll just reset itself. It's got its kind of normal shape it wants to be. Everyone's golf swing has a shape to it, yeah? To change that shape, exaggerations have to happen, but they've got to happen, Bob, away from the ball in practice. If you're over the golf ball, think I must get flat, flat, flat. What you will do is you probably miss the golf ball. So then two things happen. Either you keep persevering with that and having a shocking round of golf and get really peed off, or you go, it's not working. I'll go back to what I know kind of feels comfortable, because the mindset to a golfer is if they're hitting the ball badly, you want to feel comfortable playing badly, yeah? To feel uncomfortable playing badly, this is not going to feel good, yeah? So I'm not doing that again. If I'm going to be rubbish today, I'd rather feel comfortably rubbish than uncomfortably rubbish, yeah? So do your practice and your prep, exaggerate that, get Mr. Right shoulder out of the way, okay? The more you can turn that in the backswing, and again, you can do that at home. Just make some swings at home. Again, from a core perspective, it will really give you a good feeling of how that core is going to work. Turn that right hip so you feel the weight kind of turning into that right heel, as we said. Getting hip. And now it can move. That's the biggest thing. It's trusting it can move. Before it couldn't probably, yeah? Now it can.
Exactly, Gary.
Yeah. So there's movement there.
That's the huge thing about it, is that you were working with what you had.
Yeah, exactly. And you knew yourself it was restrictive and you were trying to do more than what you could do and just cause the pain. So, yeah. Okay, Bob, good stuff.